And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Whittington. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. Moore to the air. Finds his man. It's low. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Keeps looking downfield. Caught near the sticks. It's Bryant. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Caught over the middle. It's Hughes. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the 1st down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, you had the 1st down. You had it in your grasp. All you got to do is take care of the football, secure the football. You're trying to do everything you can to reach for it, scratch for it, claw for it, and then secure it. Don't lose it. Don't put it on the ground. Bad job by the offense securing the football.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. So we're scoreless, their 1st drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Man, 1st half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Dances away to buy time. It's caught. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
Making side adjustments here. Moore will throw. Makes the grab. The spin, still on his feet. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Wants to go up top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Ducks! Fit it in the window for the score. You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Autzen Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Adams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense
sends it downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Here's a heat. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The inside handoff. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Right down the gut of the field. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling. He lost one down the sideline. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown tie. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
He wants to change this route. Moore to the air. Makes the grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And the big game, they've got it on the 46.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. This time it's complete. Across the 25, he's got room. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner can find no daylight. He goes down. Time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw at Simpson. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Miller. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Bernard. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Alabama quickly back to the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires on the move. Working on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Looking for a productive play on first down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Bringing the heat. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. Pulls it in down the middle. Busts through behind his pad. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Unloads to the wideout. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
Man, that's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quarterback making adjustments. He'll start this drive firing. Buys a little time. Makes the catch. It's Whittington. At the 40, there he goes. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. The Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got...
Ball's in the deep ball. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? The defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is up.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
There he goes. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense...
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! The extra point here would tie the game. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Moore will throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's low. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Bryant. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Hughes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
Just keep slinging it. Got a man. It's Bryant. Turning it on. Touchdown, Oregon. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
None. And the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
He'll bring it out. It's Whittington. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Moore to the air. Takes the easy completion. And a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Moving away from pressure. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Got it behind the line. It's Whittington. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Hughes. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Back to pass on second down. Moving out of the pocket. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Quarterback may change this route. Moore will throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They'll go back to work with the first down in the final period. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Shakes off the defender. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And the Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Right back to the well. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Whittington. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, pulled some good numbers.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They've got the lead here in the 4th. This This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great runs that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Under fire! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. That's caught. It's Miller. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Oh, he wants it all. Makes a catch down the right side. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He got a step and just dusted the field.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Whittington. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Might be changing the route. Moore to the air. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic on the scramble. It's a fumble on the play. And the offense will maintain possession. Son, that ball must be riveted to your ribcage.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
I think a lot of people were curious what the strategy would be tied this late in the game with this field position. Do you play it safe? Do you play it for OT? I think you just got the answer right there. This coaching staff believes in this quarterback to make the throws to put their offense in position to win this game late.
Now adjusting. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And this is a big third down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack, because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Moore. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Well, these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so.
Breaks into the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Moore will throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's low. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads, you can tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
The Ducks started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
That is how you end a football game. Closing seconds, great execution. Take the lead. This game is almost over.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Looking to throw at Simpson. He wants a big play here late. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.